Oh man, it has been a minute. First of all, welcome back to my channel. Finally, I am doing this video Q&A. I put out the Q&A a couple of weeks ago, but due to going to Florida and all of that other stuff that's been going on, it has been freaking busy. Life has been so good and there's been so many blessings coming my way and opportunities coming my way. First of all, which I don't think I've ever showed this in my YouTube videos yet. Do you guys notice this new little filming environment? This is, yeah, my new truck, and if you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, you've probably seen like an outside picture of it. I basically bought a big upgrade from what I had before. I crashed my car in June. It was just a little commuter car, and obviously I want a truck to be able to tow my horses and stuff with, and my parents had a truck that I was able to borrow going to barrel races and stuff, but my end plan was to have a truck again. This truck is still, it amazes me that I have it, and it was such an adult purchase, and it is so exciting because I have my own rig finally to be able to tow whatever the heck I want. And then the last little thing that I wanted to give you guys an update on was Moonshine. If you've seen on my Instagram, I haven't been posting as many barrel racing videos of me and Moonshine, or really any tips or anything like that here on the YouTube channel, and that's because she has been out for probably like 2 weeks now. I've been riding her every day, but I haven't been barrel racing on her or anything like that because I started to find a little bit of an issue with her, and I knew it had to have something to do with either her teeth, or she needed a chiropractor, or she needed her feet done, or something like that. And so we went through all of those. She's now to the point to where I can start entering her again, which makes me really happy. But I had to just keep it light within the last month because I wanted to make sure there weren't any other outside issues besides what I already thought she needed done. So now she seems like she's feeling really, really good, and we have a barrel race coming up, not this weekend, but the next weekend, which means it's freaking close. So that means that this next week I will be filming all of our practices and stuff like that so that you guys can see exactly how I'm preparing her for this barrel race. It's gonna be a 2-day one, so that's cool. But yeah, so if you guys have been wondering where Moonshine has been and where my barrel racing videos have been, that is why I have not been posting as many, but don't you worry because the grind never stops. In this cute little booklet that I have some of the questions that you guys asked me from when I put out that poll a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna answer some of these. First question: how do you budget living on your own and rodeo and having horses? Well, I did just post a video, I think it was my last video. At the end of it, I kind of explained exactly how I budget everything. It really comes down to writing it down, laying out what your year looks like as far as income and expenses goes, and each month on the 31st or the 1st or whatever, I fill out a monthly budget. I just print out a calendar, I write down what I expect my income to be for each week, and then I write down what my expenses will be for each week as well. And also what I do each week is make sure that I'm taking a little bit out for savings and for rodeo. So I just decide exactly how much I'm gonna spend that month and that year, and I break it down under my rodeo expenses so that I am prepared every single week for getting shoes, getting vaccinations and stuff like that, because honestly that's the stuff that seems to be costing the most for me, is outside stuff, not entry fees and stuff like that. That seems pretty simple, 60 bucks whatever a weekend, I can write that down. But everything else with all of my other horses, I need to make sure that I lay it out and that I find totals for each month so that I know exactly how much I'm about to spend. I honestly think budgeting really just comes down to taking the time to write it down and then making sure that you stick to that, because if you do that, there's no reason that you can't make your truck payment and stuff like that and make it to that rodeo, because if you do that, you're preparing yourself for all of this stuff. Like I said in the budget video that I had before, when I have to pay tickets or like getting my puppy fixed next week or something like that, I typically don't worry about having to pay for those finances. And it's not because I'm rich, because I am not, but it's just because I make sure to set myself up for instances like that with people close to me that have financial issues. It really comes down to not preparing themselves correctly and not making the right decisions as far as how to spend their finances. And with rodeo and horses and stuff like that, it's just really important to make that stuff a priority in my eyes. That's what I am wanting to do with my career, so I view it as an investment into my future. By preparing myself, it wasn't a big deal at all, and that's obviously something that is not only mandatory, but it's an investment into our benefit and being able to make money at barrel races and stuff like that. Long story short, how to do all of that, really my best advice is to lay it out and have a plan and stick to that plan. Next question. What are you majoring in college, and what are your plans for the future? Good question. I'm majoring in business administration and management. I'm currently in an online school through a local college here. I'm just gonna get my 2-year degree right now, which I am pretty close to almost done with, and then eventually move on to the 4-year maybe, but I essentially want to be an entrepreneur and I want to have my own empire. My plan is to be able to work for myself and have my own operations here and be able to pursue my passion for my career. That comes down to a lot of things. So that's why I thought this business management and administration degree would be the most beneficial for not only me and what I want to do within this empire, but also for me and what I want to do with Dare to Be a Cowboy. And as far as what my plans are for the future, my plan really is to pursue Dare to Be a Cowboy and to make it into the largest nonprofit organization, not only in the rodeo industry, but the agricultural industry. This has been my baby since 2014, and after this little break, I have never felt so motivated to get back out to those kids and help make a difference in their lives and help them become a cowboy or cowgirl. Next question. How do you keep pushing towards your goals in life when going through hard times and struggles and self-doubt? So this is something that I have gone through in this last year. There were definitely times that I would wake up that day with zero motivation, and I would have days where I would really just question my existence. And I feel like I should make a video where I go deeper into like what that whole process has looked like for me. But I feel like the biggest thing that has helped me get through that is finding my purpose and finding my soul, which I feel like kind of intertwine. But getting in touch with that and really taking the time to understand what I value, who I am, what I want to do with my life, where I want to go, how I want to accomplish those things, really just trying to figure out what sets my soul on fire. That is how I started to get through times like that. And by taking that time to find what I truly want to do with my life, it really started motivating me and bringing me closer to true happiness and confidence in what I was doing with my life. I mean, it took so many steps to get from that point where I was at rock bottom to the point that I am now. And I'm not even saying that I am where I want to be yet. Things like taking toxic people out of my life and managing my time better, making better decisions with as far as what I ate. Making decisions like that to pursue myself is really what helped me establish my happiness and establish confidence within my life. So on days where it's more difficult, the more that you can do to pursue yourself and to pursue the betterment of yourself, the less those days are going to come and the fewer those days are going to be. My biggest advice would just be to stay true to your purpose in life. And if you don't know that, take the time to find it, because that is typically what causes a lot of confusion and what causes a lot of people to be lost in their life. And it causes them to just exist rather than actually living, because they don't take the time to actually know and figure out what truly makes them happy. I think they'll just think that it just will come to them and they'll just figure it out, but you have to search for it. And honestly, happiness isn't something that just comes to you. It's a choice that you have to make. And so the more that you can do every day to manifest those positive thoughts and to manifest self-development, the better your mind will be able to handle hard times and situations in where you feel not so confident. That darn sun. Trying to block the sun. Future goals with Dare to Be a Cowboy and barrel racing. I feel like I already went through that one, except not really barrel racing. My goal is to someday make it to the American. Not that a gold buckle and everything like that isn't someday my dream too, but really I want to win the American, and then I eventually want to get into futurities because I think I have more of a knack for working with younger horses. I just really enjoy the training process and helping horses find their true potential. That is my thing. So I think eventually once my barrel racing career expands, I'll probably get more into the futurity side of things, but you never know. One day you will see me at the American though, okay? In the breakaway and the barrels. I think I got through the majority of the questions. So I plan on doing another Q&A here pretty soon. I really just wanted to get out like a little update video to you guys because I think it's been like 3 weeks or so since I've released a barrel racing video to you guys. So I wanted to let you know that I'm still here and I'm still grinding. And guys, I almost forgot one super important announcement. I finally released the barrel racing planners on my website. If you haven't seen me talk about this on my Instagram and Snapchat, then what are you doing? I have been posting about these for so long because I not only have been working on them for so long, but I've also been testing them and fixing them and critiquing them and doing research to make sure that this is going to be something that works for you guys and that's actually a benefit to you. And this is what I use for Moonshine in my barrel racing career, and I have found it to be a huge benefit for not only scheduling but tracking our goals and also tracking how we do at each race. But I finally made one for you guys. I know that this is going to be something that can really be used to benefit your guys' career, and that's the epitome of what I'm trying to do with my social media, is benefit you guys so that you guys can be living your life to the fullest and leave a legacy in the world that you are living in. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm gonna post a link to that in the description below so you guys can go get those. Right now all I have out is the digital file, but I also will be putting out a hard copy file in December, so keep track of my website and my Instagram for more information about those. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand down. So sorry about the sun. I hope that you guys had a really great Thanksgiving. I'm so thankful for everybody that is watching this video right now. Anybody who follows me and who supports my journey, I am so grateful for you. I do not know what I would do without you guys besides just talk to myself all the time. And would you look at that? The sun's going down, which means I gotta ride. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.